N-gauge stuff. I scored a box of N-gauge stuff from one of the guys in the club. Guys in the club? Oh, did I tell you? We got a club now. We got a local club. I've started out here. We are called the Second Chance Model Railroaders for the big HO scale layout club. This guy does HO. He got a bunch of stuff that he picked up down in Texas. I think he drove down for. And it had some N-gauge stuff in it. Well, he doesn't want N-gauge. And I thought I should build a little N-gauge layout. So let's do an unboxing video of the stuff that's inside this thing and see if we got anything really cool to make a great layout with. I'm Ron with Classic Model Trains. Follow along. Let's see what we got here. I just kind of glanced into the thing a little bit to try to guess what a guy wanted to offer for it. He accepted it. A lot of these Con-Cor cars right here with the Great Northern Empire Builder. One of the trains that used to come through the Billings area back in the day. Here we got a locomotive. What is it? Oh, it's a PA1. Oh, sure. I hope this doesn't fall out. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I hope there's more than just these cars. Oh, yeah, here's another one right here. We might have a pretty decent little length or something like that. I've always loved these things in real life. I'm kind of a bus guy, you know. These are always, I've never seen one of these that isn't all busted up. It's a one, yeah, this 3790. They're always completely hammered. This one, all the rods are bent and I don't even know who makes it. I'll have to look it up. Probably a Bachmann. And a Bachmann. Oh, yeah, there's my favorite road name right there. This one, it's a Bachmann. It might run. I might have to drag out the layout. Here's some parts, things, you know, tanker cars. Maybe I should just pull these out. We'll just do a flyover. That might be easier to do. Make more sense, I suppose. Bridges and girders, yeah. Look at the colors on this. What is that all about? God. Is that for real? Are you sneaking in on me?
Well, I didn't want you to be recording in there.
Too late.
Is it?
She tried to sneak into me in the studio and nobody was looking. You going to town?
Yeah, I'll take Dum Dum with me.
Okay. Drive safe, honey.
I will.
I don't know why everything's in individual baggies. Is this an Avon locomotive? It's a Maisto. It's a dummy. This is a pretty nice car here. It's heavy. It feels like it's cast. And I can't read who made it. M-A-I-S. It's the same one as this one. M-A-I-S-T-O. Made in China. Maisto. I suppose all these couplers they're not going to be the same. No, just to hassle me. Yes. I'm going to put these Maistos in a separate place because I think that they're all going to be completely different than anything else. I'm going to pull all this out and lay it out, and then we'll go by and do a zoom flyover kind of thing because there's a lot of stuff in here. Man, it's amazing how much N-gauge stuff you can put in a filing cabinet box. Goodness. Well, that took a while to sort out all the stuff in that box right there and make it look pretty. Let me show you what I got right now. So these are all the cars, all the rolling stock. Not gonna work, might work. Here's what the bottom of this looks like. This one, yes, because it's got good gears on it. This will probably pull. These are the real N-gauge rolling stock here, and I don't think there's two cars I can hook together. They're missing parts and couplers or trucks. Speaking of trucks, this is what we found in there. This one seems a little less than scale. What is that? What is it? Looks like a European imported. I know what that is. We know what this is. And then a little tiny mail truck, just cute. These guys right here, this might work. This one's missing a truck. This one's missing a truck. But I did find a box of parts, so that's fine. All of these right here, turns out they're made by this company right here that's called, right there, Maisto. And I Google machined that. Late 90s to 2000s. These are die-cast toys. They're never powered, die-cast. They're for pushing on the ground like kids or collecting, but they're not made to operate because they just don't have a locomotive. They're ick. Couple of these ones here. Have you ever seen them in boxes like this? I believe Reader's Digest was offering these things back in the day. They're just made to collect and put on a shelf or something like that. I mean, who wants to do that? For some reason, we've got 1,000 pier sets. There's 3 boxes of these. And there's this one, which is completely incomplete. Right there. These ones, if you just want to go up a little bit, tons of end of track bumpers. We've got trestles. And we've got the crossings. Power hookup points. 1X. 2 more X's. And I did not know that Atlas made so many different radiuses and lengths of track. Oh my gosh. This is what took forever to sort all this out and figure out what's going on. Straights. Curves. Turnouts. There might be 2 that might work. Most of them, they missing the wire. I've never messed with them. I have no idea if they're going to come back around or not. But that's not bad. I didn't know that Atlas offered instructions printed on what's basically rough and ready toilet paper. Very, very odd. I thought these were just packing, but nope. Instruction sheets. So it ended up being just a good set of Con-Cor passenger cars and a bunch of track and switches and stuff. It wasn't, no gems in there. Do I have enough to make a layout? Probably not. But I do happen to have some N-gauge stuff still left over, rooting around in the shed. I'm going to go drag it up, bring it in here, add it to this, so that way I can really see what I've got and if we're going to be able to make a layout, like a 3x5 or something. Yeah, that sounds like a good size. I'm going to look up Atlas track plans and see what we can find there. So I'll get back when I got all the rest of the stuff put down so I can really see what we have. I get a lot of emails every week about people that want to promote their products on my channel. And I don't do it because, for one, I haven't found a product that I think is worth anything to promote on the channel. And then I realized I've got a really important product that I should promote on the channel. Classic Model Trains World. I think the most important one is our members that are out there. They're providing the most amount of extra income that comes into the channel, well, week to week or month to month. I want to thank everybody that does support the channel through our memberships. It's all through YouTube. There's a join button at the bottom of the videos, every one of them. Click in and it'll describe how that works, how it breaks down. People are always asking me, how do I become a member? That's what you got to do. You got to be subscribed first to become a member. That generates lots of extra income and it helps support the $1 club layout for the storage of the building that it's in right now. We're about halfway through the video right now. Is an excellent time to do Classic Model Trains, Classic Model of the Week. Do you guys know who this is? If you do, type it in the comments down below. If you don't, hang out till the end. I'll let you know who it is. Let's get back into working on this. I found some track inside these things that are marked. 11-inch radius, 9 3/4. Here's 19. So I can start marking these things down. And then I've got an example of each one. And of course I don't know what that is yet. So I sit here and I match it up. Nope. Yep, that's what that one is. That's a 9 3/4. So if it, this is what takes so long to sort all this stuff out. And then I guess I'll probably get a box. I should probably figure out what this one is because that's completely different. Or is it? Oh no, that's that one. That's an 11-inch radius. Man, there's a lot. They're not marked on the back like an HO size one. It'll tell you it's an 18-inch radius or something. Here's the words right there. Atlas, N-Gauge, made in USA, patent number, and nothing else. Hey, Ron from the future here. Now that I can see this gigantic number up on the screen right now, plus some information that I dug up earlier today when I was researching Atlas track, I found out that number tells you what it is. I put that in the title right there. Here's the picture of it right here also. So I'm learning about N-Gauge stuff as we go along, and that's the goal of the whole thing. Let's get back into this. Yeah, I've got a big old box. Oh, this is going to take forever. Hey, look, brand new. Oh, we'll really know what we got. And I had some of these in there. I didn't know I had so much stuff, to tell you the truth. Well, I've dug out all the stuff that I had. And apparently I had a lot more locomotives than I intended. I didn't know I had this many sitting around in storage. These are the 4 that were with it already. So that's not too shabby. This one here is like a 1969 Atlas, one of the first releases. This was sent in from a gentleman, golly, 3 years ago. And I got to put the drivers and the rods back. Okay. I don't know why, but these things seem to breed when you're not looking. I had 3 cabooses out here, and now I've got 20. A few more cars to add into the mix. So I guess I got enough to make a decent train layout. I had buildings stored up. We got more piers and more, and viaduct kits. Okay. Pier kits. So I got 2 of those. I can make more up and downers than a guy could ever dream of. And track to make layout. Oh, geez. Roundhouse. Okay, so I've got it all pretty much figured out here. So I went and I got this. Now this, I built it 2.5 years ago just to test out stuff on. And it's been sitting on its edge and now it's warped. So I got on the internet and I started digging. I figured, man, I could make a pretty decent layout with like a 2x5 or something like that. 30 inches, 32 inches by 5, 6 feet. Oh, yeah. Because you notice I don't got a lot of space here in the area. I did make this here mobile so that I could move it around, or I could shoot it over the hallway over here so I could build smaller layouts in here. And this is going to work out really, really well. Plus, I found this track plan right here by digging on the internet for such a long time. I let this sit in storage for so long that the tracks got all funky. And I left all my track cleaning fancynesses up at the big club layout. So I just took this and some odorless mineral spirits and gave her a wipe down, and I got 1 locomotive to run. And then I found this track cleaning car right here. It says use any track cleaning fluid that you want on it. It's got this silly roller inside here. Dunk it in whatever you want to use. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to see if we did this, if it'll help clean the wheels and the track and all this all at once. That's what I'm holding out for. I had to service up that locomotive to give it a couple tastes of some super lube multi-purpose synthetic oil right here. Let's bring in on a close-up here. Yeah, now it's working. See how it turns? Oh, why do I keep forgetting to take that off? Now I'm pretty impressed. That thing is just a spinning. So I guess I'll do this for a while and get this thing all nice and cleaned up and lubey and test some trains. See if we can get this little feller here to run. It tried to grunt just a little bit. This is a lot smaller than I'm used to, for sure. Looks like it's a Bachmann because it's got like a split frame going on. I'm going to just give it a little taste because it's been so long since it's been run. I'm sure it's probably dry. Very, very unhappy. I don't know what's going on in the top, up in here, or up in here. To see if we can give it something. Oh, it's howling already. It's so dry. I can hear it crybabying in there. Can we give it just a little taste of the motor output here? Well, there he goes. 60% power. It's not happy about it. Sounds like something's on one of the wheels, or it's got a flat spot or something. Wow. Oh, you can see the pickups rubbing on it right there. So this side of the frame and this side of the frame is energized. Wow. See the U-joint? I can see the bearing at the end of the motor right down through there. But I can't get to whatever's up in here. Probably like a worm gear or something, I would imagine. We'll dig out some tactical Q-tips. See if I can get some odorless mineral spirits on these wheels just to help break up whatever's on them. Randomly give it a little clean here and here and there and there. Not giving it the full rebuild. It does really want to be completely taken apart and eyeballed. It's probably got a broken gear in there because it looks like it's a Bachmann since it's got that split frame going on. Yeah, it's on that rear truck. Great. This one here, I like it. It's got some damage where the body was ripped off of it a little excessively. Goodness. See if we can touch it up. A little bit of oil here. Try to give the wheels just a little bit of cleaning, so maybe you can pick up some juice just a little bit. Man, it just doesn't even try. Where is it? Oh yeah, I can feel the motor humming. Lights lighting. spin this armature right here. Feels like it's up in here where it's got the most anger at. That was going to have to be completely taken apart. I can just tell. We're going to end up burning it up. Oh, there's another one, just like that Union Pacific. It's the same thing, and it's probably going to do the same thing and not run. Yep, it's big. And okay, they're all going to need major work to them. Well, I have managed to make a bit of a mess out of the studio in here, as I kind of expected, but got to figure out what the heck you got before you can decide to build anything with it. You guys are probably wondering, why in the world are you going to get another project going that you probably won't get done? Well, every project that I got, it's still in the board. There's like things that need to happen in order to do it. Because I have such a small studio and I live in an RV. I'm a full-time RVer up here as an ex-RV mechanic now, so I'm broken down. I don't have a lot of places to work on this stuff, but I've got a plan. It's in action right now. I just recently sold my service truck because I'm not going to do service calls anymore, my Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. So I pulled all the names and numbers off of it, made it all pretty, and I sold it to my buddy Jason that owns Empire Heating and Cooling. He's going to put it into his fleet of vans for service truck use so it can continue doing what it's made to do. And I picked up this little beauty right here, a little 2000 Tahoe to pull around. Hopefully, if everything goes right, this wonderful trailer right here. This trailer is like an 18-foot fully enclosed, I think it's a car hauling trailer, is what the guy told me. And this trailer is going to allow us to move train modules around for the club, for one thing. And it's also going to allow me to put the Tyco layout inside of, deployed, flat, so I can work on it here at the house. And also this N-scale layout. And I also want to build an S-scale layout. They're all going to be folding, just like the Tyco layout does. Roll it in, set it up, me and the boys in the club, so we can get out and promote model railroading by having railroad layouts where people are at. And so far, the farthest I'm looking at is getting them into microbreweries. Oh, the club boys. Here's a picture of them right here. Going from left to right, we got a feller named Sean. We got that feller named Brandon. There's me standing in the center. Local Dave's off to my left there just a little bit. And the last guy is Dale. Dale, if you remember, he's the one that I actually got that $1 club layout from. He was the go-to guy. He was the one that was in charge of it. He's the one that helped move it. We are back on the ground. We decided to use Second Chance Model Railroaders as a name. Sean came up with that. We all just loved the heck out of it because it makes sense. The layout's getting a second chance of life because it was going to be thrown away if it wasn't for me. All of us, we're kind of getting back into the model railroading as adults. We did it as children. So it just made perfect sense for it. So the next episode, I'm going to show how I'm going to build this layout, this little smaller one. Smaller, it'll be scaled down, still fold, still roll, and then we'll start building that layout. I just found it looks like it was on a write-up in a magazine or something like that. Some guy did it. I just liked the way it looked, so I'm going to copy it. Because that's what I do. I can never think of anything on my own, but I can sure copy stuff. These locomotives over here, looks like the majority of them aren't going to run. Well, better not cheat myself out of making videos on how to fix N-gauge stuff, because I don't have very many videos of those for you N-gauge boys out there. So those are going to be coming up. I want to thank the 33%ers for hanging out with me till the end of the video. Our classic model of the week is Deborah Pageant. She was Elvis's leading lady in the first movie that he was ever in, Love Me Tender, back in 1956. Wow. I just found out how he died too. Like, the Google machine spits out way too much information. If you want to check out some other videos on N-gauge repairs, follow along, watch this one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.